Welcome world to the creation of the Oasis at Modern Design Aquascaping. This is going to be the best video series that I have ever got to put together with my team, because we are going to convert my vinyl-sided rectangular house into an entire water feature outdoor living experience that we call the Oasis. We're creating a swim pond called the watering hole. There's this massive waterfall, places for my grandkids. We are going to just descend on this place, demolish everything that I've built in the last 20 years, and we're going to create something absolutely magical to share with you guys. Stay tuned while we all build the most amazing water feature that we've ever put together in the history of us building water features. Thanks for joining us. My buddy Aaron came in the other day from Miami to do a project with us. He's with Blue Lotus Waterscapes, and I was telling him about how we were gonna put the liner up the outside of this patio wall and all the work it was gonna take to do our stone work, and how we're gonna underlap the liner in here to mesh the two projects together. And he's like, why aren't you just gonna do this like you would do for any other client and say, do the extra work that it takes and quit working inside the box, color outside the lines, tear the retaining wall down on the edge of your rainwater patio. I'm like, you know how much more work that's gonna take? He goes, yeah. So yeah, that's what's changed this week, is we're gonna demo the outside edge of my rainwater patio, and we're gonna really mesh these two projects together. I think that's gonna be an exciting change. We still have this amazing boulder that my wife and I spent a whole weekend going out to Missouri, and just took a nice trip in the new dump truck and bought a 5,000 pound Missouri limestone that we're converting into a fire pit. The first one that I'm actually building into the pond, which I'm super excited about, mostly because it's going in at our place. The Oasis is gonna have its own fire pit. We've got my buddy working on creating the basket for Sawyer Mason. I'll tell you guys more about the Sawyer Mason Foundation later, but it's in honor of my grandson who passed away a few years ago. And the centerpiece of this entire garden is gonna be a big basket that we keep full of flowers in his honor for us to remember him by. Everything here is just going crazy. So right now, this bottom right here is only about 3 feet deep where I'm at. And it's gonna go down to an eventual 6. So now I'm tearing the retaining wall out, which is gonna ruin access getting into my house. And then I'm gonna cut a really, really big hole in front of here. If you can look outside my windows in my house and look out here at the wall, you'll be able to envision the water line that runs all the way along. And the water line's about right here. So this is actually, it won't be right up to the wall, but we're gonna have water about this high, which gives me my 2 foot maximum elevation change. I'm really dreaming of these little ribbon falls coming down everywhere in here and having a very skinny landscape that goes on between the wall. So I don't wanna see a lot of wall. I wanna see some beautiful stones, a few plants, and lots of small waterfalls. This is all about the fish. We were coming down through here. There's gonna be a massive stone retaining wall here with cascades that fall down this side, and it was going to be wetland filter that goes down this way, down into the rainwater system all the way down at the end of the wall. Everything was going to run down that side. We've got our storage building here. Everything from my outdoor cooking area down here looks like a landscape yard. And I'm sitting down here one day and I said the same thing to myself that Aaron said to me up there. What if I were not building inside the confines of what's currently here, but what if I was building mentally in a wide open space? I would never go all the way down there with that stuff and hide it. So the new plan is we're gonna rip out all of this retaining wall. We're gonna relocate this storage building down there. I've got a dead blue spruce and a raised flower bed. We're gonna change all of that. We're gonna move the parking area and the equipment and the stuff out of our living space. And we're gonna create a magnificent cooking dining area right here, because what's going to happen is the wetland is still going right there. We're still going to have that big 3.5 foot high waterfall up at the top, but instead of it disappearing down that way where no one can see it, we're going to come out the side over here. I'm going to remove this big Charlie Brown looking tree that's up here. That guy's coming out, and somewhere in here we're going to have an awesome series of cascades. Now between the wetland filter pump, we have 3 externals going on, but one of them runs the wetland filter. One of them runs all the little waterfalls that go on the top pond, and the third one runs the jets up there in the swimming area. And those 3 pumps combined together are almost 30,000 gallons per hour. That's gonna give me a lot of water to create an amazing set of cascades right here. And all of a sudden, I don't see stuff anymore. I don't see business stuff. I don't see trucks and construction equipment. I see this awesome rock outcropping, this incredible series of cascades and waterfalls. I'm gonna be able to put my carnies into all the little pockets up here, do some amazing plantings, and this is gonna turn into one of the most amazing spaces in the total feature scope. Get busy. Rev it up.
All right, the level of chaos that is ensuing this morning is absolute pandemonium. Yes, I said it. I went there. So we've got a job site that we've been on. We can't get rocks, so we had to pull off that job site. We got all of our machines back here yesterday. We've got 3 more people that are out here helping us that aren't a part of the regular crew. They're part of the Colorado build, but they are actually here to help Dad with his pond. And then we got pulled off our job site. We're back here. We've got like driveway to install, boulders to move, salvage. The boulders are coming in this morning. Our machine is too small. This has just been one ridiculous thing after another, a series of unfortunate events that have all brought us here together today. So that being said, we're gonna have teams of people everywhere doing bunches of different stuff. And then we can finally get the ball rolling, and hopefully by the end of today, we will have a clean slate for what is going to be Dad's swim pond. Man, it's gonna be crazy, so I'm gonna get to work, because he got a lot to do.
Are we ready to rock and roll? My mindset is that we still need to get cleaned up and get the stone benches loaded. Somebody needs to run up to the top of the hill with the skid steer and get a pile of pallets. And I need all of this carved stone stuff moved far away to a safe place. Madness ensues and we continue the process.
Well, looks like we're not getting rocks till the morning. Broken suspension, never a dull moment. So much is going on right now. We've got walls we got to tear apart. We've got boulders we need to salvage. We've got multiple trucks about to roll in with boulders on them. And we've got 7 people and 1 skid steer and a lot of extra noise in this video going on right now. So we got to stage stuff on pallets. We just got stuff going on everywhere, and this is all a goal for today. And almost every one of these things involves using the one machine that we have. So we're gonna see how that's all gonna pan out. I can see there's a level of stress growing amongst the team as to how we're gonna figure this out, but we're gonna get on it. So I'm getting to work. Get a plan together, get something done. Hopefully.
Can't. He has to get a concrete saw and saw that wall in half. So I'm doing this in his honor. in Mayhem. These guys cut down a tree that I planted 20 years ago. It's got water in it. It's just looking for an empty can. And rain down tonight. That's all we ever do. Let's hand those things down and we'll fix the